Celebrating the joy that we have this month, we've been hearing from folks at each of our services, and today it's my pleasure to introduce Dan Lake, who will share with us what gives him joy. Dan.
Joy and happiness seem to run right together as being coterminous, so I'll be using both terms this morning. A few Sundays back, the sky was overcast with a slight mist in the air, and nothing was happening at home. So I took the kayak down to the lake and set off for points unknown. Serendipitous journeys are often the most rewarding. The lake was calm and the paddling easy as the kayak sliced the waters toward distant islands, floating in the mist like dreams beckoning. Gliding around Spectacle Islands and up the channel toward Geneva Point, I turned south again along the east shore of Black Island, paddling slowly like a specter sleuthing along the shore. I looked up into an overhanging maple tree, and there, not 20 feet up, was a large black form that slowly turned around to face me. It was a mature bald eagle sitting, waiting for a fish. For a few moments, we just looked at one another, and then it spread those huge wings and swooped right over my head. Soichiro Honda once said that the value of one's life can be determined by the number of times the soul has been deeply stirred. I concur. But soul-stirring moments don't often come to us sitting on the living room couch. We must take the initiative, do the work, get out of our comfort zone, and seize them. Life is not a spectator sport. The central question of philosophy is, what does it mean to be? Aristotle said that being is realized by the fulfillment of potential. The more we love life, the more we strive to fulfill latent potential. The more we fulfill our potential, the more being we possess. We become more real. The result, according to the sage, is eudaimonia, happiness. For Aristotle, true, genuine, pride-worthy happiness is the result of potential fulfilled. Nearly 350 years later, Jesus of Nazareth came along and said virtually the same thing. On multiple occasions and in diverse settings, his teaching centered on rising up, taking risks, and doing the work of investing ourselves to realize the divinity within. He gave us the mirror of the Beatitudes and metaphors in parables about lost coins, new wine, good soil, mustard seeds, faithful stewards, compassionate foreigners, forgiving others, and in bodies restored, lives raised up, and death, the fear of death, conquered. You are more than you think, he said. You can do more than you imagine. You carry the seed of divinity, and your life's work is to cultivate that seed to its fullest expression. Those who move in this direction, he said, would be makarios, happy. How ironic that the one we call the Son of God and that old paragon of paganism, Aristotle, arrive at the same exact point. Happiness, true joy, is the byproduct of having the faith and doing the work to manifest immanent divinity. Another 1,200 years were passed before Thomas Aquinas came along to repackage the same message, saying, the goal of life is to become like God. For you see, there is no potential left in God. God is perfect fulfillment. The being of beings, the great I am that I am. There's an eagle out there waiting to spread its wings above your head. There are people bruised and fallen whom you can lift. There's public policy worth fighting for to protect people and earth. There's an inner vision waiting to be cast in words or on canvas or in sculpture. Fill the empty cup. Lift another's burden. Learn new things. Old age and retirement are no excuse. What does fulfilled potential look like? Look at Jesus, the man. See the Asperger's stare of a little girl with long pigtails holding her school strike for climate poster. I call her St. Greta. Joy is being more than you are. In the words of Robert Browning, a man's reach should exceed his grasp. Or what's a heaven for? Thank you.
Thank you, Dan.